Mr. Hookem, 2 minutes.
This desperation to put in place at least one measure to tackle the ever-deepening migrant crisis, the European Commission is willing to stoop to any depths. Instead of scrapping the Schengen Agreement, reinstating proper border controls and putting in place measures to sort true asylum seekers from economic migrants, the Commission is instead bowing to Turkey's demands for admission to the EU. This is despite the Erdogan regime being accused of a catalogue of human rights abuses, airstrikes against Kurds fighting Daesh, a clampdown on the freedom of the press and a highly controversial anti-terror policy. But any EU opposition to these totalitarian measures has crumbled in its haste to ease the migrant crisis while still maintaining Schengen, despite these terrible acts being directly opposed to its own principles. The fact is, President Erdogan has realised he is now in a position to hold the entire bloc to ransom and make demands of the EU that even 2 years ago would have been unthinkable. And to understand just what a stranglehold Erdogan has achieved, consider his "we're going our way, you go yours" outburst in rejecting EU demands for changes to Turkey's anti-terror laws. This is a law that is more often than not used on opponents of Erdogan's regime. Yet it's a law that the Commission has chosen to give way on as it pushes ahead with giving Turkey visa-free EU travel as a reward for their cooperation. This once again demonstrates how the EU's principles have the same attributes as toilet tissue, strong to start with, but simply dissolves when the right conditions are met. And it seems to me that as long as the EU gets to keep its core principles of free movement, they don't care how many other principles are cast aside.